How long have you been out for?
3 days.
And what was the purpose of your trip?
Wedding in Paris.
This passenger arrived from Paris, but began his trip in Thailand.
Why did you go to Thailand for?
Why?
Yeah. Oh, right, OK. So how long are you in the UK for?
Till Sunday.
Till Sunday. So what do you do in Thailand?
I'm a cook.
Border officer Zoobs is yet to catch his first cocaine smuggler. And disappointingly, this passenger's story sounds plausible. But a strong hit for cocaine from the passenger's passport raises suspicions. Next, Zoobs swabs the man's toothbrush to work out if he might be a user.
Quite a strong hit, that.
Zoobs gives the man a chance to explain the hits.
Right, I've just actually done a quick swab of your passport and your toothbrush. It's giving me high traces of cocaine.
Huh?
It's giving me high traces of cocaine.
Right.
Okay. Have you actually come into contact with cocaine in Thailand?
No. In Thailand?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not a user.
But you're not a user.
No, I'm not.
So how do you explain cocaine traces from a toothbrush, which is personal just to yourself?
I don't know.
Right, okay.
With the man offering no explanation, Zoobs has to assume he's carrying drugs either in his bags or in his body.
Okay, I've actually had high hits of cocaine from the trainers, right? How do you explain all these of...
No.
Now, if you've actually used cocaine out there, I'm not interested.
In Thailand?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
You've used it out there now?
I said that to you.
No, you said you didn't.
I did. I said that to you once or twice.
Just once or twice in the past. And
Yeah.
when was the last time that you've actually...
2 months.
About 2 months ago. Right.
Yeah, it's not a problem. We need to know if you've used in the past, you know, few weeks.
Yeah, I understand that.
And you're saying you haven't. Right. You sure?
But under pressure, the man changes his story again.
Well, so when was the last time?
I used it in Paris.
In Paris?
In Paris, so it actually wasn't 2 months ago.
He's finally admitted using, but as he's already lied, the officers need to make sure he's not carrying any drugs.
What's on there?
There's a TV appearance from me.
Have you? They're just a selection of CDs, and he's got one DVD. He's a celebrity chef, apparently. It's something to do with... that's what he said he was, a celebrity chef, some sort of TV programme. That's the passenger.
Although some of the story checks out, Zoob still thinks the passenger may be a smuggler.
Initially, he denied he was a user. He's admitted to the fact that he first told me he last used 2 months ago. And then he came down to the fact that at the wedding where he went to in Paris, they had a big session.
Have you asked him if he'd object to such?
I've not asked him, but
Just ask him.
just see the reaction, yeah.
Still on the hunt for his first ever cocaine seizure, Zoobs puts the man on the spot.
If we were to ask you for a search of a person, would you object to that?
I'm carrying 2 grams of cocaine. I have 2 grams of cocaine in my underwear.
Right, okay.
Zoob's persistence means he's just bagged his first ever cocaine seizure.
The time is 17:35. I'm arresting you on suspicion of being involved in the importation of controlled drug. You do
The
not...
man's admission is set to land him in a whole heap of trouble.
Let's take a seat on the back wall.
Yes, that one. It's just-
And the seriousness of the crime is already starting to hit home. The man is visibly distressed, but Zoobs needs to get his hands on the cocaine hidden in his underwear.
Are you okay, sir? Are you okay to continue? Can you bend down, please? Part your buttocks, please. Okay, sir. 2 small packages. They're in plastic bags. They were on his underwear. In the UK, one wrap probably about 50, 60 pounds. For what it's actually worth, I mean, he's put his neck on the line.
It's a small seizure, but with serious consequences.
You do actually feel sorry for individuals, I mean, for doing things like that. But at the end of the day, I mean, they've actually committed a crime.
It's especially significant for Zoobs, as it's his first ever Class A seizure.
This was my first arrest for cocaine, so my heart was actually pumping, and it's like, from speaking to colleagues, they say regardless how many times you actually do it, your heart does pump, you do get a buzz.
But there'll be no buzz from this cocaine. It will now be destroyed. As passengers disembark, Officer Liz is on the lookout for any suspected smugglers.
Hello, sir. You travelling on your own today?
Yes.
Can you just bring your bag this way for me, please? Where have you come in from?
Jamaica.
Yeah, can you just bring your bag this way, please? Are you aware it's illegal to import certain things into the UK, such as controlled drugs, indecent material, offensive weapons?
Yes.
Do you have anything like that with you?
No.
Do you have anything to smoke or drink?
No.
Right, OK, what's in your duty-free boxes there?
Rum.
OK, so that's to drink. So how much rum have you got?
It is 6 bottles.
6 bottles of rum. OK. Do you have a key for this, please?
He's way over his allowance for spirits, and Liz is suspicious about the man's denial. She decides to x-ray some of the goods in his baggage for any hidden drugs.
The gentleman's just got some fruit and some bottles. What I'm doing, I'm just x-raying it just to make sure that there's nothing concealed within the fruit or the bottles. Sometimes I've had little packages that are stuck behind the labels in the bottles. So I'm just checking there's nothing concealed there. They all look fine, so. He's got quite a lot of bottles of rum cream. I'm actually going to test one of the bottles just to make sure there's no cocaine in solution. What's just happened here is I've just been swabbing various things as I've been going through the baggage. I've just tested the swab and it's actually come up with a small trace of heroin. Okay, now that's quite unexpected really, because the sort of drugs you'd be expecting to find from Jamaica would be cocaine and cannabis. So it's only a small trace, and I'm just going to see if I can replicate the hit to see where it's come from, and then I might ask him about it.
Having found the trace, Liz is now on the lookout for any behavioural indicators the man may be smuggling.
Okay, had a good meal on the plane?
Yeah, the meal was terrible.
The meal was terrible. What was it?
What did I have? Some powdered eggs.
Some powdered eggs? Is that it? All right.
But it's not just the man's manners causing Liz concern.
Sounded like you just had a 3-course roast dinner. Yeah. One of the indications that someone might have an internal concealment of drugs is actually burping. And I don't know whether you caught that, but he just gave a very loud burp and he's not eating very much, so, you know, my suspicions are raised a little bit. He's also not got a lot of money. He's got £5 to get a taxi to somewhere, which he might get there for £5, but I'll just carry on, see what we get.
The last thing to check is the passenger's rum.
Can you pass me your duty-free boxes up, please? Cheers. Okay, this isn't rum, is it? This isn't rum, is it? What is it?
Yeah.
Okay, just wait there for 1 second.
Liz's intuition and patience has finally paid off, as she finds a large package stuffed inside the duty-free rum cases.
Okay. Obviously what I was expecting to find in the duty-free boxes was rum. Okay, this clearly isn't rum. So obviously I suspect it to be drugs. What I'm going to do now, cut into there. Okay, and what we've got here is herbal cannabis by the look of it. I'm actually going to arrest the gentleman. I'm going to ask my colleague to test it, and I'm going to just take him into a private room and arrest him. Just want to take a seat there, please. Okay, I suspect this to be cannabis. Okay, so the time is 08:33. I'm arresting you on suspicion of being knowingly concerned in the illegal importation of a controlled drug.
As the man begins to realise the consequences of his actions, Liz gets the results back from the tests on the substance.
All that red colour there, that's confirmation that it's cannabis. Obviously the indicators there that he's nervous and all the rest of it are still there. We now know why he's nervous, because he's got this, but I can't discount the possibility that he may be carrying drugs internally as well.
But the man is less than happy at the suggestion that he may have swallowed drugs.
I need to be sure that you don't have drugs on you, inside you. Are you okay with that?
No, because I have nothing in my stomach.
No, because you've got nothing in your stomach, right? If you refuse to have the compass, you will be monitored, and we'll have to wait for nature to take its course, and you'll have to have 2 clear motions.
With the man's reluctance to have an X-ray, Liz is adamant they'll find out whether he swallowed drugs one way or the other.
OK, we're going to take you upstairs now to our custody suite, OK? So if you'd like to follow us, you can push your trolley. OK, you all right?
The man's frustration is understandable. Liz has intercepted a huge amount of cannabis.
It was actually quite a shock when I saw the tape packages. I wasn't expecting it. I just thought he'd actually got too much rum.
The packages contain more than 8 kilos of cannabis, with a street value of more than £25,000. In Gatwick's departure lounge, a passenger's been spotted buying tobacco with other people's boarding cards, and UK border officer Mike has been called in to investigate.
We've had a call from the duty-free shop that told us that someone has bought a large quantity of cigarettes and tobacco. So what people do is they get a couple of boarding cards or get someone else to buy the goods for them. Apparently they're sitting in the pub.
Anyone flying within the EU has a duty-free allowance of 200 cigarettes, but criminals steal boarding cards to non-EU countries like Turkey and illegally purchase thousands of cigarettes. It's known as Carousel fraud.
Hello guys, how are you? I just received information that you've bought quite large quantities of cigarettes. Would that be correct?
Yeah.
Whereabouts are you off to today?
Turkey.
Turkey. Can I have a boarding pass, please?
But the man realises the game is up.
I'm lying. I'm going to Malta. He got on board this way.
Right, okay. Have you got a boarding pass for Malta?
Yeah.
Can I have a look at that? Sorry.
Are you all flying to Malta?
No, they are going to Turkey.
OK. Can I see all your passports, please?
They now need to work out who's to blame.
No, it's just, no. Well, no, it's just my harassment. We've got a place out there. I mean, it's...
Can't buy them out here, no?
This is just a deal right there. It's to buy here. I mean, yeah, I know.
What we have been doing is they buy large quantities of cigarettes, and then they evade controls by switching walking out domestic cigarettes.
Oh, no.
And then rebooking their flights.
Yeah.
So what we're going to need to do, we're definitely need to make sure that you get on your plane with your cigarettes, and that you don't just walk out the airport.
If you just wait there a minute.
But Mike suspects the culprit may have to be arrested.
Just need to make sure I leave with it.
No, he should be nicked for that.
Why should you be for it?
Because you're not allowed to buy them going within the EU, even if you're afraid, because he's taken them EU. We'll seize and report it, because they fraudulently use these. Hello, can I just run this past you, please? You know we've just been called up to the duty-free lounge. Some geezer has got his mates who are flying to Bodrum to buy him 4,000 fags, and he's flying on to Malta. And he's admitted he knows he's done wrong, but they're so expensive out there, he's got to come down, really, isn't he? All three of them, or seize and report, but it's an absolute offence, isn't it? Because it's a fraudulent. I think he'll need to come down. OK, if you collect your bag.
The 2 passengers flying to Turkey will be allowed to leave, but the Carousel fraudster isn't going anywhere.
What you've done so far is an absolute offence, which means at the moment, time is 13:25. I'm placing you under arrest on the suspicion of being involved in the fraudulent invasion of excise goods. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm the defence if you do not mention when questioned, something you may later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. Do you understand that? OK, we're just going to go down to our customs suite now.
Am I going to make my flight today?
Not looking likely. What we're going to do, though, we're just going to take you downstairs.
OK.
We may seize the goods from you. We may need to ask you some more questions. At the moment, I can't say whether you will make your flight or not yet.
All right.
OK?
It may seem harsh for a few cigarettes, but the man has attempted to evade hundreds of pounds in tax. And if he's done it before, he may be going to jail.
What Duty Free said is that he was going out, apparently, and just asking to borrow people's boarding cards so that he could buy cigarettes.
He said, lend me your boarding card.
And they said, yeah, right, mate.
I'll get you a pint. And that's what
And that's where he's in there.
Well, that's how it works on the boats going out.
Of course it does. That's what he's done. He don't know him. No way.
The cigarettes will definitely be seized. But the officers are waiting to hear back from the investigation team to find out if the man is going to be charged.
His flight's due at 15:30 departure time. Gate closes at 15:10. Obviously, depending on how official we need to be about it, is whether or not he misses his flight. Obviously, he's committed an offence, so if he misses his flight, that's his own problem.
As the fags get bagged, the news comes in that the man won't want to hear.
Unfortunately, I spoke to the investigation team. They do want us to take you down and they'll question you down there, OK? So we'll be moving in a couple of minutes.
With the illegal cigarette trade robbing over £1 billion a year from the Treasury, the man's crime is being taken seriously.
Hello, boss. Would you mind doing us a favour? Would you be able to contact British Airways and just say that he won't be making his flight? But it's just so that they don't hold the gate open and keep calling his name if he's not going to make it. All right? All right, lovely stuff.
The man is in serious trouble with the law, and his travel plans are in ruins.
Now, would you like somebody informed that you have been arrested and that you are here?
The thing is, she's in Malta. That's it. They're going to be waiting for me that end.
Doesn't matter where in the world
I mean,
they
it's
are.
just I don't want to scare her. I mean, can I speak to her or not?
You can indeed, yes.
Hello, darling. Is Mummy there a minute? Huh? Is she asleep? All right then. It's just the flight. There's a problem with the flight. It's yeah. I've rang her later. The flight's been delayed. Tell Natalie not to leave to the airport until I phone her. There's an engine problem or something. I don't know, but leave Mummy asleep. Don't wake her up. All right then. Bye. Bye.
The man is locked up until the investigation officers arrive. They later charged him with evasion of excise duty, and he's now awaiting sentence. Back in Bristol, Ant's preparing for a fight with the passengers caught with 87 kilos of tobacco. They have enough tobacco to last a heavily addicted smoker 14 years, but neither have yet asked for a cigarette.
You said that I took an hour to write up my notebook.
No, you left us outside waiting for it.
Yeah, you actually said that I took an hour to write up my notebook. That were your specific...
I said, my specific words were, you left us sitting out there for an hour in the freezing cold.
Well,
I did not say, but don't, let's get it straight.
Okay, well,
little girl, if you're going to write...
don't try and intimidate me.
You are intimidating me.
No,
little
not
girl,
at all.
you write it properly.
With you.
You do your job properly, or don't do it at all, bring somebody else in.
If you're going to take this attitude, yes. I'm not going to interview you. I'll invite you back at a different date.
No, you come to my house and interview me.
No, that doesn't happen.
Well, you bring somebody else then.
Until you're prepared to speak to me in a proper manner, I won't to deal with you.
What planet are you on, for goodness sake? You people, get to the dock, stop the people coming in. Do your job. Okay. You don't do the little end. You're like policemen who pick people up for parking, catch the criminals. We're not bloody criminals.
Well, actually, it's a very large quantity of cigarettes.
Wait, no, it's tobacco. You want to get that right. But it is not a large quantity for somebody that smokes all the time. Two people. Really? You smoke, do you?
It's a large quantity.
Do you smoke, do you? Oh, it is, because you're telling me it's a large quantity. I'm saying, did you smoke? No, you're not qualified to judge, are you?
I am, because
no, you're not. Bring somebody in that's qualified to judge. You don't smoke. You don't know how much tobacco goes in the rollie, do you?
Yes.
You haven't got a clue.
Well, look.
Right. So anyway, go away. Bring the little girl back with what I've just said.
No, you don't speak to us like that.
Why not? This is disgraceful, and it will not end here. I can tell you. We are not criminals. You are treating us like criminals.
It's the biggest haul the team have seen in years, but the man is adamant it's not being brought in to sell on the black market. Anne's decided to interview the man to see if he's telling the truth. If not, the £11,000 worth of tobacco will all be seized and destroyed.
How much do you smoke a week on average?
So, 2-3 packs a day, so...
2 or 3 50-gram packs?
Yeah, generally 2.
Okay. How many cigarettes do you tend to make from one 50-gram pouch of tobacco? What could you
get to him?
30.
Okay. At 150 gram pouch, on a good day, he gets 20 out of it. Okay, sorry. He would expect those goods to last him 9 to 10 months.
All right, give him the benefit of the doubt. 30 kilos are for him.
Yeah.
That's 600 pouches. And he reckons 10 months.
Yeah, definitely not longer than a year. Because he bought the same amount last year. And
That means he's going to be smoking 8.5 pouches a week. Totally and utterly ridiculous.
Oh, he says he smokes 2 pouches a day. 2 to 3 pouches a day.
A day?
The only thing I haven't asked is about rolling. Because are we allowed to ask that? Are we?
What do you mean? Going to roll you one?
Yeah. I'm going to ask you to roll one of these for me.
Really? I'm
Yeah.
not playing any silly games.
Well, you've said that you can roll.
Look, I've been very good. I've played the game.
Yeah,
You've
but
asked
I'm
all
not
the
asking.
questions. You've asked, and if you really think at 65 years old I haven't smoked all my life, I'm now going to play a silly game.
I'm asking you to roll one cigarette.
No way. I'm not being silly. No way. That's insulting.
The 2 other passengers have had their goods seized. And now the moment of truth. Anne has to decide if the angry passenger gets to keep his tobacco. And he's not going to be happy.
I've looked over what has been said today, and you failed to satisfy me that the tobacco is for your own use for the following reasons. I'll give you the reasons. 1, the excessive quantity is actually 9 times over the guideline of what you are supposed to bring in from an...
Not when I'm supposed to smoke, yeah, fine. When you say guideline...
Yeah, there is a guideline of 3,000...
It's a guideline.
Yeah, but it's still 9... I'm giving you my... I'm not going to argue about it. I'm
Okay,
giving you
just
my
get on with it,
reasons. Consumption, 3 pouches a day is grossly excessive.
Right, yeah, okay, go on. Right, you're going to tell me what to smoke now.
You've got no smoking paraphernalia at all.
That's correct.
You refuse to roll a cigarette for no reason.
Correct. Not for no reason. I made it clear
It's not
to you
credible.
that I'm not going to demonstrate.
Okay, fine. You refuse to
drink a cup of tea.
I didn't ask you
a bottle
to
of wine.
drink a
No, I'm
cup of
telling
tea.
you that. You asked me to do something just as benign.
Can you just listen, please?
Just sign it, please, and we can get to the court.
Right. It's not credible to import this quantity when travelling again in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Inconsistencies in your account. You actually said...
Inconsistencies in my account?
Just let me finish,
Yeah, go on,
right?
let's hear it.
You actually said that on the same flight, your son and a female friend of his travelled, whereas your wife told Mr. Hanlon that nobody else that you knew travelled. That is the point. That is the point.
If we were travelling on
We're
our
not going to...
When you were being questioned, did they ask you if you're travelling on our own? Yeah, well, we are.
Well, you're not because you know that...
Well, no, I
so are you
another lady I was
suggesting
sitting beside.
that Mrs. Stevens didn't know that her own son was also
what
on the
I'm saying
flight?
to you is, we are travelling on our own. That's what my wife said. Anyway, get to it.
It's
come on.
also not credible to get only 20, or 30 or even 40 cigarettes from a 50-gram pouch of tobacco.
Right then.
Generally, you would get at least 80 to 100 cigarettes out of...
Not if you roll them in a bag.
What, so are you suggesting that you roll them...
I'm not suggesting anything. Let's go to court and have my solicitor run
Okay,
rings round you.
if you could sign. Look, you need to
declared it
sign the
both
date
ends.
as well.
Sign the
please.
date. You put the date. You don't
Look,
sign
I'm
the
not
date.
going to argue with you about sign.
I'm just trying to get you to behave correctly.
I don't think I need you to teach me how to do that.
Somebody needs to teach you.
I could say the same about you.
Anne's ordeal is finally over.
He was trying to intimidate me, I think perhaps because he thought I was a girl, like he was calling me little girl and stuff and waving his finger in my face, but that doesn't intimidate me. He was just nitpicking at things really because he knew that he hadn't got a leg to stand on.
The passengers walk away empty-handed, having lost 87 kilos, which will now all be destroyed. At Gatwick Airport, a lone male passenger has been stopped by officers. He claims to have come to the UK for a family wedding.
Can I just ask you a little bit more about you said you're over here for your sister's wedding? Yeah?
We're on vacation, but she told me she's getting married, so I will attend at the same time.
All right, so you had initially planned to come over here for a vacation, and then you found out your sister was getting married.
Having looked in the man's suitcase, Officer Sarah chats to colleagues with concerns about the man's possessions.
The clothing, it's all manner of sizes, ranging from medium through to XXL. They're quite new bags. The shoes are not the same size. There's nothing in there that I would expect somebody to wear to a wedding.
Officers working in immigration have already called a phone number the man has provided for his sister.
The sister apparently has made no mention to the immigration officer of the wedding.
With too many holes in the man's story, and with reason to doubt the purpose of his visit to the UK, the man is led away as concerns grow that he may be a drug smuggler.
His demeanour didn't seem right when I was talking to him at the gate. He said that basically his sister has paid half the ticket to come over here and half of the hotel booking fee. However, immigration have spoken to his sister and she said, no, I've not given him any money for the ticket, but I am going to be paying half the hotel fee.
Even though nothing is found during the search, officers still suspect the man may be smuggling drugs inside his body. A swab test is conducted on his shoes. Swallowers will often secrete traces of drugs in the sweat in their feet. And a small trace for the presence of cocaine increases their suspicion.
Okay, we're going to ask him if he'll go through the X-ray.
Oh, okay.
The man is taken to the body scanning machine to find out if he's got any packages inside him.
Watch. We'll just ask you to stand on this conveyor belt like this, okay? And then when we push the button, we'll move over towards the wall, okay?
Exhale, hold your breath, don't breathe in, don't breathe in. Okay, carry on breathing now, that's fine. Breathe as normal.
Do you want to follow me?
The results from the X-ray are conclusive.
I think there is something there.
He looks very full up, this guy. Does look very compact in there.
The images on these screens do look like there is some kind of mass there, so it's quite possible that he has got packages inside him.
Sarah breaks the news to the passenger.
Now, I've had a look at the X-ray images in there, okay, and I think that there may be something inside you. I think you may have swallowed possibly some packages of drugs. I'm arresting you on suspicion of being involved in the importation of a controlled drug. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
The man is put in handcuffs and escorted to the airport's custody suite. Officers have a duty of care to ensure that the packages of drugs pass through him as swiftly and safely as possible.
In due course, he'll be interviewed, and for the duration of his time with us, he'll be monitored 24 hours a day, and he will use a special toilet and pass the packages that he swallowed as nature takes its course.
Since we've been in the custody suite here, Mr. Cross has been into the toilet twice. He's not passed any packages, so he's been put into a white paper suit in the custody suite here in the cell, and then we'll be transporting him up to Heathrow in the prison van.
The man was monitored at Gatwick Airport for a further 3 hours before being taken to Heathrow. He eventually passed 41 packages filled with cocaine.